Hello, Facebook friends. It's Carla, your online doctor, with today's Live in 5. Today is Friday, the 13th of September. It is 5 p.m., and I still got a fat lip. Better go away by tomorrow because I got a party to go to. I'm going to have to do all my pictures like this so that nobody sees it. All right, so let's talk today about Friday the 13th. Okay, are you a superstitious person? Do you believe that Friday the 13th is not only unlucky, but bad for your health? Let's see what science has to say about that. There are actually a small number of studies looking at whether you are more likely to get struck by ill health or injury on Friday the 13th. Could you believe there are actually scientific studies about this? I started to laugh. I thought it was a joke. Hello, Michelle. Okay, so number one, when you look at these studies, number one, you probably won't end up in the emergency room unless you are really unlucky. Okay, a study done in 2012 looked at 6 hospitals over 7 years. They looked at 13 illnesses, no coincidence there, and found no increased risk for ending up in the emergency room for 12 of them. Interestingly, the one exception was a bit creepy in my book. On Friday the 13th, penetrating traumas, meaning like think of the movie Friday the 13th, penetrating traumas were actually increased on Friday the 13th. All other 12 illnesses were not. That's kind of spooky. Okay, number 2. Driving on Friday the 13th might actually be safer. In a 2008 study in Europe, insurance companies reported 300 fewer reports of traffic accidents on Friday the 13th compared to all other Friday dates. Hi, Heidi. Hello, Valentina. Number 3. Well, maybe driving on Friday the 13th is not safer. An earlier study in England showed a 52% increase in hospital admissions due to traffic accidents on Friday the 13th compared to previous Fridays. The author actually recommended staying home on Friday the 13th as well. Okay, obviously that author was totally afraid of Friday the 13th, and who knows, I didn't look at the study, but maybe it was a little bit biased. Okay, try that with your boss. Sorry, can't come to work today, it's Friday the 13th. That would not come over well, right? Okay, number 4, a 2002 study in Finland actually showed women in particular had a 63% greater risk of dying in traffic accidents on Friday the 13th than on a regular Friday. The author believes this is due to fear and anxiety related to the 13th. And that to me is like, say what? That would be just too weird. Okay, so now there is actually a phobia of the number 13. Okay, now I have to read this because I can't even pronounce it. It's called trichidecaphobia. Okay, that's weird. And there's also one for Friday the 13th, and that's called paraskevidekatriophobia. Okay, blah. Google it. Okay, there is a phobia of the 13th number, the number 13, and Friday the 13th. Okay, so seriously, we have a name for everything, right? Where does this fear of 13 come from? In the Christian faith, the number 13 represents evil and violence. Hello, Susanna. It stems from the Last Supper, where the 13th guest was Judas and his betrayal against Jesus that led to the crucifixion on a Friday. Okay, so it's all comes together. According to numerologists, though, basically any number that was going to come directly after the number 12 was doomed to be a bad number. Numerologists consider 12 a complete number. Okay, what that means is basically there are 12 months in a year, 12 signs of the zodiac, 12 gods of Olympus, 12 tribes of Israel, 12 apostles of Jesus, 12 days of Christmas. I mean, everything comes in 12s. So whatever followed 12 was not going to be a good number. So the number 13's association with bad luck is just being a little bit beyond completeness. Interestingly, a study was done to see if there were more deaths reported on the 13th of the month. 47 million computerized death certificates were reviewed, and the answer was an outright no. However, there was a death spike on the 4th of every month. Across the U.S., the study found a 13%, no coincidence there, again, 13% increase in Asian Americans dying of cardiac-related events on the 4th of the month, and even 27% more in California, where the population of Asians are actually concentrated. So maybe we should be more afraid of the 4th of the month than the 13th. Just food for thought. So on this Friday the 13th, I don't know what your plans are. I hope you're having a good time. Friday the 13th doesn't bother me. I went out and played tennis this morning and played awesome, I have to say. If I should pat myself on the back. It was a great day. It is beautiful out here, a little breezy. Hope you're having a great day. Hope your plans for the weekend are going to be fun. Enjoy yourself. Have family time, friend time. And I'll be back on Monday for another Live in 5.